Hey there, all. Cashmagnet Guru coming at you today with a little special live edition. Let me see if we're getting all fired up here. See if we got anybody running into the stream. Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully I am actually live. Maybe the reminders did not get sent out in time. Hey, what's up there, iOS Gaming Cache Tech? What's going on in your slice of the world? Everything good? We got Digital Farmer. Strange. I was just talking with you. I'm going to let the stream populate just a little bit before I really get up and going with discussing the whole new Cashmagnet beta. iOS Gaming Tech, man, with a ginormous channel like you have, you should get your setup just like mine. Rolling in that nice little dough. It's expensive getting there with my kind of a setup, but I'll tell you, it's well worth it. Definitely well worth it. You know, my setup, you know, cost me probably close to $4,000 once you really get it all going. You know, the phones are just such an expensive part of phone farming. You know, with the equipment, the equipment's not the expensive part, it's the phones. You know, Digital Farmer is actually getting a setup going just like mine. And he's going to give it a whirl at setting it up himself, which I definitely tip my hat to anybody who's going to do that themselves, who has that kind of knowledge. Yeah, definitely so. Scott Thomas, you know what I'm going to do, Scott? I'm going to give Scott Thomas here a big shout out. I watched Tech Hustler's video the other day about with Scott Thomas's channel. So I am going to give Scott a big shout out. Look at that. You got some subscribers off of Tech Hustler. Good deal. Good deal. Scott's got a pretty big setup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop his channel link right here. I'd like to definitely help out my brother phone farmers. You know, when I wasn't even planning on being a phone farming YouTuber or whatever I am, passive income, I don't know what I am. But you know, I had no plans on doing anything like this whatsoever. And then Tech Hustler showed my setup. And next thing I knew, I had like 80 or 100 subscribers the next day. And it was just kind of crazy. Look at that. Well, when I popped onto your channel, what'd you have? 37? Got you at 3, I think. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. You know, I know we're totally off topic here a bit, but you know, YouTubing's hard, you know, and I'm sure, you know, iOS Gaming Tech, you know, he's got a big channel, but, you know, I'm sure he's been around for quite a while too. And, you know, I'm sure he can tell you it's not easy starting out, and it can get frustrating. It can get kind of discouraging as well at times. So, little quickly off the beaten path, I am actually also going to start another channel up. Actually, I've started up another channel. It's for my writing, where I'll be doing some Steeler game breakdowns. That's neither here nor there. Just kind of killing a little bit of time. So, okay. This is going to be kind of a quick live stream. I should have just done a standalone video on this, but I kind of want to do a little interaction with y'all. Earnings have been just horrible lately. And, it's kind of been since the Play Store, they did some changes with it, and it kind of really threw Cashmagnet off. So what Cashmagnet did, and I'm not sure if this is right. I meant to take a screenshot of one of the phones where it's actually showing this issue. Or, well, it's not really showing the issue, but, where basically what's going on with Cashmagnet right now is it's not catching watch and installs. And the earnings are just atrocious. I'll show you this real quick. Here's my accounts. This is my main account. That's fairly back to standard, but I made $10 yesterday. I mean, wow, $10 was just, it was a poke in the eye. It hurt. It sucked. I was really frustrated with it. Now, I still have issues with some phones, and I'm not sure if this is part of it or not. But I have phones that are still showing no watch and installs, even after doing the beta. So it's, I hope this beta hotfix, or I'm not even sure if it's just beta, it might just be a straight hotfix for everything. I really wish they would make people force download them. Because it's just completely broken, the way it is. So, I've caught some of my phones doing watch and installs. I've been testing the beta for about 24 hours now. So if you're not, raise your hand. Are you guys on the beta? Come on, raise your hand. If you're at Sizzler, they're going to be making fun of you for raising your hand. Actually, they're probably going to be making fun of you for listening to a podcast at Sizzler. Let's see. Scott, I got my Cashmagnet phones running again. It took a long time. It kept logging me out about 20 times, if not more. Yeah, that's a little frustrating thing with Cashmagnet when it does that. Scott Thomas, my earnings dropped by almost half. Yeah, my earnings were down another third. As you see here, that should get close to like $16 for the day. And that's still down, $5 from where earnings used to be. So, I'm still down 25% from a few months ago. You can see it in my other account too. That's almost half. I mean, that's still not very good. But, on an account with only 12 phones, I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch to say about one bad day. Now, if my earnings are still bad tomorrow, yeah, then we start really digging into stuff. Then we start getting into some nuclear options. This is an account with just one phone, and the only reason why I keep one phone in this account is because I do have a couple of referrals on it. So, and no, I really don't make much in referrals. I think I make, y'all probably saw that I had, a lot of referrals there. I think I make about $12 a month. But, back to the whole thing is, get on that beta. If you're not on that beta, get on the beta. Very important. Very important. Like I said, I really wish they would have forced people into, that Cashmagnet would stop and say, your app is out of date. You have to have this fix. And, maybe they have, I don't know. Hopefully they will do something like that. Because otherwise this is just going to really, really make people mad. Here is their post. A serious problem emerged today related with Play Market. Okay. You got to remember, Ukrainians. Not English, not the first language. On level 7. You would probably notice number of installs to drop. We are on the problem and should fix it shortly. New beta to be released later today. And that was yesterday, of course. So, yeah, we're also seeing some other problems with Cashmagnet right now. We're seeing it the browser getting kicked off of it. So it's not even asking for Cashmagnet to be the default opener for apps for the Play Store. Which what I have seen so far is because of the Galaxy Store on my phones. So I don't know what's going on. Me and another guy have been kind of having a bit of a conversation about it on Facebook. The guy's built some apps, so he probably definitely knows better than me. So be on the lookout for it to, when it pops up, do you want to open up with the Play Store or like the Galaxy Store? It's not giving like the Cashmagnet solution. Okay, Digital Farmer. Okay, so when you go through level 3, you know how you click and give Cashmagnet permissions and give it permissions to be the default browser. Right now, phones are getting kicked off of that, and it's because of Cashmagnet had said it's. Let me see if I can find their email when I asked them about it. Give me a minute. I'd give you a little elevator music, but I'm not sure what kind of music I can even play on my channel without getting some kind of. You have broken the terms of service laws. Okay, here's the email. So, of course, I'll quit prattling on. Fun word. Okay, so here was... Yeah, I had read this the last time about talking about the bug. These are not standard permissions. They could be reset both by the system or by installing some browser or an app that can open some URLs like Cashmagnet. We can't regulate this. Now, I hate that. We can't regulate this. I understand that they don't want to tell an advertiser, no, we can't have that app. I get it. What we can do is try to click on the right field when this window pops up during installation. But this will take some time to develop. But I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. And I think I said that the other day too. So, I'm not a big Android guy. I don't understand some of the tech savvy stuff here. So, I wish I had a little better info. Just kind of be on the lookout on your phones. Now, how I generally fix this, I just restart my phone. And I hate doing that. I tell you all, that's the last thing you ever want to do is restart your phone. Because it is frustrating. There's no point in it. It's the nuclear option. The next option after restarting phones for me is a factory reset. Cashmagnet is downloading a theme type app that changes the setting. I deleted one called them dash or something like that. So you think that's what's going on? Well, so you think that's what the app is, Scott? Is one of those stupid theme apps? Those theme apps are a nightmare to deal with. They're really a pain. While I'm thinking about it, let me show you guys a nifty thing if I can. I bet I can't. Let's see if I can. I should have done this on my phone. No. Well, no, that's not it. What somebody mentioned this in the live stream on Tuesday, and I'm so mad that I got such a crappy memory that I can't remember who told me about this. But if you go into your phone and look in the Play Store and go to installed apps and then have it sort by the last time it was used, you will see the old apps in there that you can get rid of. Check that out. I wish I could show you here. And I've been running behind all day, and I have no excuse not to be more prepared. So I apologize for that. I will probably do more of a standalone video on that when I make time. All right, getting my big glass of water. Only water for now. Maybe a little vodka after a bit. I'm going to watch a little football tonight, of course. Goat City? Are you new, Goat City? I don't recognize your name. Welcome to the stream. At least the earnings were solid today. Yeah, it seems back to normal. Well, it seems back to like August normal. I wish it was like April, May normal. Okay, Digital Farmer. Okay, you are referring to open by default setting under the Cashmagnet app. Yes, I am. Roshan Desai. Hi, buddy. Welcome. Steven, so why not just permanently root it? Because you can't. You can't do that. The advertisers put their foot down last December. Y'all remember December's earnings? Man. December earnings were awesome. I made $100 on 4 phones in December. Love those. That would be nice if we could go back to those earnings all over again. Killed it. And it really stunk because, you know, I had all my phones to get my setup up. I had my equipment, but I was not online. Anyone on Cashmagnet beta? It's got a lot of issues. No. I've been running the beta for a day now. I'm not having any issues. Doc. Mark just got back from my running group. What's up, everyone? What's up? HT, how you doing? Goat City, I've been lurking for a while. Well, I'm glad you're lurking. You can always participate. But welcome either way. Stephen, what do you mean you can't root? No, you can't root your phones. Cashmagnet says no rooting. You won't be able to run Cashmagnet on a rooted phone. Now, I believe there's some ways to get around that. When I did the Magisk, when I did the rooting on it, I tried to run Cashmagnet, and it said no. It was still detecting the root. Even though I was trying to find some ways around it. Because, I mean, you know, there are some really handy things that you can do with a rooted phone. I've been better for the past few months in beta. Yeah, really probably since December I've only been running the betas. Anytime they come out. You know, sometimes I pay the price for running betas because some of the betas are unstable. The way I look at it, and sometimes I make better income with the beta than I do the others. I would rather have my earnings suffer than, you know, by running the beta and say, whoa, don't run the beta. Don't do it, you know. I'd rather have that happen than you know, somebody who's kind of depending on this money, who, you know, they might be using their $40-$50 to pay their electricity bill every month and count on that money. You know, so I'd rather have my earnings suffer. You know, I'd rather have my 52 phones being affected over, you know, somebody else who might not be able to afford it. By enabling developer, you know, that partially, well, yeah, the running the ADB is partially rooting, but I mean it's still a long ways away from actual rooting of your phone. You know, when you're full out rooting your phone, it's a huge process. And you know, I did it on 4 phones, and that was scary. Let me tell you. Probably one of the top 10 scariest kind of computer things I've ever done. You know, way behind building my own computer. That was way scary because I'd never done something like that before. Which actually brings me to a really quick topic. If any of you are like computer building pros, hit me up after the show if you would. I'm actually looking at possibly building a new PC. But I want to use some of the same computer parts that I have. I think I got motherboard issues, and the problem is I need 16 gigabytes of RAM, but I can't find a 16 gigabyte stick of RAM for my crappy motherboard. So I do a lot of video editing for my articles and what will be my other channel. And 8 gigs just, it's struggling. No, HT, I have 4, but I think 3 are dead. Or so I know, I'm pretty sure 2 are dead. So it's been a little frustrating. My computer is also 8 years old, and it's probably time. Yeah, and I bought a really cheap gaming motherboard. It was a bit of an off-brand a number of years ago. Mark, do Patriots win by double digits tonight? Yes. Who are they? They're playing the Dolphins, right? Is that right? If I remember right, it's a bad game tonight. HT, yeah, I'm running 3 gigabyte on my 4 slots, 32 gigabyte on my 4 slots. Yeah, I was just hoping to be able to buy a 16 gigabyte piece of RAM and dump it in there. But I couldn't find one for my motherboard. I looked through PC Part Picker, and I couldn't. It wasn't giving me any options. Scott Thomas, right now I got 12 gigabytes RAM, CPU, i5, quad core, 3 gigahertz, MSI, RX 480, 4 gigabyte video card. Boy, that's oof. You must do some serious gaming if you got a 4 gigabyte video card, Scott. I used to play World of Tanks. I used to be a stallion at World of Tanks. I used to be a grumpy old man also on World of Tanks. And that's why I actually had built my computer for, was World of Tanks. That thing, it was a fun game. Just got too frustrating with so many bad players. Oh yeah, Mark. Oh yeah, Giants. That's right. Yeah, because I got to take care of my fantasy football lineup afterwards too. Because I have wide receiver issues up the yin yang with Shepard out tonight. Just for fun, yo, what's up? Been using the stuff the other guy said, and it's going good. Also, received me first $20 from Honeygain. Congratulations, good job. Love seeing that. I just got a cash out from Current again. That's I believe my 3rd cash out with the Current music app. If you have 4 slots, you probably can't have 16 gigabyte sticks of RAM. Ugh. Why do they make 16 gigabyte sticks of RAM then? Come on. What sense does that make? And that's where I don't understand the world. I'm Goat City. I'm about to build a new PC simply for Fluidstack. Do you really need a good computer for Fluidstack though? Are you going to build something really scaled down? I know Fluidstack all depends on your upload, but it shouldn't shouldn't take much of a PC to do it. I'd almost be kind of curious with something like Fluidstack. If if some of you geniuses could figure out, and I'm not being mocking on calling you guys geniuses, because there's a lot of very, very smart people in this stream. But I'm wondering if you could, get Fluidstack to could you be able to run it on like one of the Raspberry Pis? Or do you have to have, I know it's got to be Windows based, but you wouldn't need much computing power with it, I wouldn't think. Scott Thomas, Battlefield 4, not have 5 yet. I can't play online games anymore. I get a little too addicted to it. So that's when I would rather play online games and sleep. That's a big no-no. HT GTX 1066 gigabytes. Jeez. Oh boy. Aren't those GTX? Aren't those kind of like a? Isn't that more for like the big mining rigs? I never did get into the crypto mining, and I kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I kind of wish I would have, because maybe I'd actually understand it. Just for fun, just saying, I'm 12 and already making money online. Also, my parents support it. Hey, that is awesome. Gotta. There is that. I love that. I love seeing that right there. That absolutely blew me away and made my day right there. Just for fun is 12 years old and already making money online, and his parents support it. I love that. Love that. That makes me so happy right there. Really did. That absolutely made my day. When I was 12 years old, 40 million years ago, I was out detasseling cornfields and roguing beans. Whew, man, I'd rather be I'll tell you, I would rather be running phone apps than roguing and detasseling. No, I find that awesome. Good for you. HT, who keeps posting Steelers stuff? I mean, those guys suck. Oh, ouch. All right, fine. Here, I'm going to, just for that, I am going to, yep, that's it. Now I'm going to shamelessly plug my soon-to-be Steelers channel here. For anybody who does not know, I'm a huge Steeler fan. Been a Steelers fan since I was about 7 or 8 years old. My mom still loves telling the story about me crying when I was probably 6 or 7 or 8 because I didn't have a black and gold T-shirt to wear to school. But so what I do is I break down game film. So there, I shamelessly plug it. Here, I'm gonna even shamelessly drop that in the stream. Gonna do it. You guys gave me grief over it, so just gonna have to do it. If I can figure out what the heck I'm doing here. There. Make sure you go there. Be sure to subscribe. Ring that bell. Actually, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell here. So, just kind of having a little fun stream tonight. Definitely, like I said before, I definitely encourage you all to use the new Cashmagnet beta. Let's see. And the Steelers do suck. I mean, what do you expect? You know, they're without their Hall of Fame quarterback. You know, but the kid this week, I'm going to be putting out a new article tomorrow with Devlin Hodges. I encourage everybody to come to my new channel, my second channel, and check out his video. I'm really high on Devlin Hodges. He's really fun to watch. Plus, he was the 2012 world champion, junior world champion duck caller. No, not many people can say that. It's Dr. 3-Day. Sounds like you need a DDR4 motherboard. I would take any advice whatsoever on my build. I really would. No, you don't need good one for Fluidstack. Buy Raspberry Pi, $30, or use phone. Scott Thomas, but remember your motherboard has to support 16 gig of RAM or more. Goat City, I'm waiting for more information first, but the game plan, more powerful CPU can do the work faster. I didn't think that was the case, Goat City. I might be wrong. Digital Farmer, Fluidstack requires Windows, so just get an old laptop running Windows 7 or XP should work. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought so too. Hey, bad boy, where you been hiding? What's going on? HT, I have a mining rig as well. Mine's starting to get a little. Okay. No. So Steven had a plumber come by and, wondered what they were doing. Sorry if you just heard my dog try to throw something up there. Scott Thomas, Fluidstack killed my Honeygain and other apps, so keep checking other apps when you run Fluidstack. Yeah, I saw that on your video that you posted. If anybody got here late, be sure to check out Scott Thomas's channel. There is a link in the description or link above, and Tech Hustler put up a video of his. I do like his wire management that he has. It makes me feel good. Just teasing you. Okay. Digital Farmer. At 12, I was boosting radar detectors and reselling. That's pretty funny. Yeah, a guy. I was not boosting anything, but I definitely was not a good kid at 12. I can say that. HT, I had a 1060 left over from my old rig, so I just stuck it in my main CPU. My PC is a Cyber Power PC, but changed the graphics card. Is changed in the power supply because I got a HTC Vive and my old PC did not support. When did he get the Ducks phone numbers? You kind of lost me there. Scott Thomas, I hooked AMD video card with NVIDIA, had to use hack and stuff to get hybrid physics. Yeah, it's definitely above my head there. That's above my pay grade. Trader Geo, are you pushing? I am still here on current. Oh, I don't talk about the current music app. There's Okay, the only thing I'll say with the current music app is there's a way around that. And I'm not talking automation.
Just for fun. Also, what do you think about the news on vaping? Also, if I don't answer, I am lagging and I'm in the car.
Okay, first thing, you're 12. Don't think about vaping. Gonna give you a parent's lecture right there. Vaping isn't cool. I don't even get to go to my favorite bar anymore because I vape. How sucky is that? I can't watch football at my favorite bar on Sundays because they don't allow vaping. I think a lot of the vaping stuff is overblown. And it's mainly because of people who are too dumb and they are putting oil in the vapes to smoke pot. The last thing you ever want to do is put anything that's oil-based into your lungs. I worked in restaurants for quite a few years, and I can tell you that firsthand.
Scott Thomas, LOL. I got a 1250 watt Glad PSU. I only plug what cables? Okay. Oh, power unit, power station unit, PSU. I don't know. Still all that stuff above my head. Yeah, Scott. As far as cord management, whatever works. I saw that you were looking at the racks, kind of like I have the shelving. It makes my life easier using the shelving. I'll tell you that. I should have done the shelving. Actually, I should have done the shelving 6 months ago. I'm wondering how many batteries bloated on me because of my setup. What? So, I'm actually buying 4 new batteries. They should come sometime next week. Hopefully that'll be the rest of the batteries that I buy for my phones. I'm also looking at buying 3 more phones, and that is going to be it. I think I'm looking at the LG G5, the Sprint version. HT, you said he was a champion duck caller. I asked where he got the phone numbers to call. That went way over my head. That went way over my head. Cough, someone's still running the old one. What's going on with the new Cashmagnet update? Zach, I'd say it's mandatory to get. Mandatory to get the new beta. Absolutely have to. Cashmagnet the earnings are dead otherwise. Let me show you this one more time. Jeez, the stream has really gone by quick. That was about an hour ago or so when I did that. So I should be over 16, which is basically back to August normal. Or September normal. Not April, May, June, July normal. But the new normal. The 20% haircut normal. Okay. Just for fun, I know I'm not going to vape. Good for you. Also, do you drink Red Bull? Drinking one? No. I am on the keto diet, for anybody who does not know. I have dropped almost 30 pounds since April. When I quit smoking, 6 years ago or so, I packed on the pounds because of a wayward youth time spent. I have a really junky knee, so a lot of strenuous exercise is not always conducive. And plus, working from home, working in front of my PC kind of
kind of kills exercise time. So keto diet's really tough. Roshan Desai, you still around? You still on that? Okay, where am I? Guru, why don't you just run them without the battery in them? You can't run the Aristo 2s without the battery in them. And I don't know, I don't know how to wire them direct. That's above my pay grade. Battery bloating usually from charging beyond full charge. Sometimes phones won't turn off. Charging bloating is dangerous because batteries can explode or burst into flames. You know, I've actually watched quite a few YouTube stuff on the battery bloat, and how they were making these batteries explode was they were putting them under extreme conditions. I personally think that's overblown on the exploding or burst into flames. But, you know, I do suggest replacing them. I really do. I have timer on my USB hub to turn them off for a few hours a day. See, the problem is I can't do that because, well, I was having some really bad luck. Like my LG, my Samsung S7 Actives. Those batteries are shot. I don't think I could turn it off even for an hour. I think where a lot of my battery bloat came was because I had my phone sitting on tables, sitting flat, and it got hot. You know, and you know these LGs. Aristo 2s, they're not the best quality of phones. They're great for what we use them for, but I guarantee you the batteries are just, you know, some cheap Chinese made. Zach, keto diet is hard. Yes, it is. It is tough. Digital Farmer, Cato, did you get yourself checked out by doc before starting? You can hurt yourself health-wise if not careful. I avoid going to the doctor like the plague. I am pretty healthy. I should say that. I'm a pretty healthy person. I've been doing it for, you know, a good 4 months now, 5 months. And I've had no effects. The worst effects I have with the keto diet is being hungry for snacks. Definitely. And Rashawn Desai, tisk. Not right now. Oh, disappointed, brother. Disappointed. Just for fun, on Honeygain, does it do quick buy Wi-Fi or PC? For y'all that let me give you a little networking 101 here with that real quick. Anytime you use something with a Wi-Fi, generally, unless it's going to have like a good air card, am I using the right term there? You're going to be limited. So like on most, like on 2.4 gigahertz phones, you know, I know on some of my cheaper ones, they'll only max out at like 20 megabytes per second on those phones. But on my other better phones like my Aristo 2s that run on the 5 gigahertz network, I think I can get around close to 100. Or maybe it was 70. I don't remember. But that's still the download. The upload is what matters. And so your PC directly wired will outperform your Wi-Fi most likely. Now, I don't know what kind of laptop you have if you're talking Wi-Fi that way. I know Mark had some good success when he was able to run Honeygain. So that's just kind of little networking 101 there. Hopefully I was right and used some proper terminology. Rashawn Desai, I hit the gym every morning. Yeah, I wish I could do that. Just for fun, I mean, like, is it okay for Raspberry Pis? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with Raspberry Pis to tell you. I know Raspberry Pis are Android based. But can you actually put Honeygain on a Raspberry Pi? I don't know. I have the Chili TV. I have an NVIDIA Shield, and I have an old another streaming Chinese media streaming box that are all Androids. And I need to break out one of those and see if I can actually load it on there. Let's see, Scott Thomas, you will not have as fast. Yeah, Ethernet cable. Yep. Digital Farmer Honeygain will run on Raspberry Pi if you installed Android on it instead of Linux. Now, Digital Farmer, are you running the Chili TV? I'm wondering if you could actually configure that to run Honeygain on it. Steven has 2 Chilies. That's funny. Just for fun, I have a Raspberry Pi, don't use it, and have Windows 10 on it. Yeah, you should. Yeah, I would think you'd be able to run Honeygain on it at least. Okay, installed it through a flashed SD card. Is there any progress that we have any programs that use the Roku device anymore? What was the old the Perk app? Back what was that called? They do the I think they're doing the theater tickets on there. Tech Hustler, I still think does that. Shoot, what was the name of that app? That app was awesome. Okay. Digital Farmer not running Chili yet, but I hear you can't break into to install things. That's kind of surprising that they would put. Couldn't you? I would think you would be able to sideload stuff on there. I wonder what would prevent you from side loading stuff onto it. Yeah, that's still above my pay grade, but it's a little closer to my pay grade. Yeah, the Watchback. That's what that app was. Watchback.
Yeah, and like what Zach says, yeah, chili is just a Raspberry Pi. I haven't looked into mine, but I figured when it came and it was just a little itty bitty thing. I figured that's what it was. I do have for anybody who does not have the Chili app, Tech Hustler did have a cash out proof for $30 on his site. He actually just cashed out about $150. He's a big guy, so of course he's going to get a whole ton of referrals. You bet. Okay, I know it kept. Yeah, Steven kept winning contests. That's awesome. I didn't. The one thing I will say about the whole Chili TV thing is you got to make sure you run it once every 60 days. Otherwise, they're going to charge you $12 for it. I still don't really know how they're all doing that, and honestly, I don't care. But it sounds like you're going to get $10 $10 a month off the Chili. Cashmagnet Guru, Digital Farmer, Cashmagnet Guru. Of course, there's always a way. LOL. Couldn't break into phones back in the day either, but now you can root anything. Well, you still can't root those ZTEs or those other cheap crap phones from the cheap phone sellers. I always just draw a blank on them because I never go to them because I'm banned. Honeygain work on XP, I would imagine. Watchback was good, and then they killed it. Yeah, well, people were taking advantage of it, like me. Steven won the $100. Yep, that's awesome. Just for fun, this is the best stream. You're the only person I watch stream because you actually talk to your fans. That's why I always join. I think it's important. One thing is, my streams aren't big. And, so it's easier for me to interact with y'all. It really is. And, we have a great bunch of people here. I don't think I've been trolled a single time on any live stream. Not once. It's going to happen at some point. And one of these days, I need to get around to begging one of you guys to be a moderator. Just in case I miss stuff. Miss somebody trolling me, calling me a naughty words. So, no, I definitely enjoyed doing live streams because it's so much fun interacting with you guys. It really is. It's a good time. I learn as much from you guys as I hope you learn from me. I really do. What's the name of your router? The big white router with the blue light? Mine? Excuse me. Oh, I need a drink of water. Scott, are you talking like an older router that I had? Is it like kind of tall and rectangular? If so, that's an old mesh router that I had. That might be in one of my old videos, old videos. Because my house is so big. It's an old 2-story house. I have problems
getting it downstairs. But if you're talking like a round one with a blue light, then that's my Ubiquiti AC AP light. And that's the only access point I recommend. And as far as the router, everybody knows Ubiquiti ER4, 6, or 12, or 12B. Sorry about that. Got a big cough going on. Give me a second. Okay, we'll try this again. Whew, sorry. My apologies. I'd been trying to get sick a little bit last weekend, and so just for fun, saying how you vaping at my school when I was in elementary school, now in middle, but in elementary. Why I vape is I smoked for 25 years, and I knew that was going to kill me at some point. I'm not saying vaping's healthy, but I'm saying smoking was absolutely going to kill me.
K Vanderwig, did I say it right? Longtime fan, first time getting to make it to your live stream. Thank you for all the information you share. No, thank you for coming. Thanks for making it to, one of my live streams. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, I was looking on eBay and Amazon, but forgot. Okay. Oh, forgot the name. Yeah, some of my older videos have all my equipment stuff. I really need to put it in my description, and I apologize for not doing that. I need to spend a little more time setting up some of my description in my videos. Love you, Cashmagnet Guru, but Jersey Shore's on. Great chat, and have a good night. Yep, it is 7 o'clock, about 7 my time, 8 Eastern. Mark, you wouldn't recommend the UAP AC Pro? What's really the difference between the two? Did we ever really figure that out? I'm sure you looked at that, Mark, didn't you? One of the second access point I actually have is the long range one, just because my house is big, so I needed the long range one. Just for fun, my old friend did not find out until after he got expelled, and he smoked weed. He not my friend. He is a drug addict. And heard he does a lot of drugs. Also got expelled perm in my district. Yep, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Lead you nowhere. Lead you down bad paths. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I need to find myself some supper. My referral earnings, I don't think I can. I really don't make much. I really want to say I made like $12 last month off of my referrals. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to run away from you all. That's just temporary. But be sure to get that beta going. Goat City, I'm not actually logged in. That's kind of the problem. And the other problem is I don't want to
show all my, when I go through the statistics, I don't want to show all my my phone IDs. So, okay. Well, y'all take care. Anybody who has not subscribed, please do. Ring that bell. Get that beta. Get on that beta, everybody. Well worth it. You're throwing money away. All right, y'all take care. Check out my other Steelers channel. Be sure to subscribe there. And we will talk to you all later. See yas.